Hello, everyone.
Mm.
I am Murdo Todd. I am delighted to be joined by Andreas Michailidis. How are you, my friend?
Good, good. Everything's good, brother. Relaxing for my last fight. Taking like a couple of days to relax, and we starting again soon.
As you said, you're fresh off a victory over Mohamed Grabinski. Talk to me a little bit about that fight. What did you make of your performance?
Well, it was good for performance. Like it was dominant performance. I want to to exchange some stand up also with him, but he was very aggressive. He was closing the distance very much. He was going like 50-50, chin for a chin. Who's
Yeah.
gonna get it. So I was not like, yeah, I was not going for that because I have a second option, so I can get it on the ground. He didn't have a second option; it was his only option. So that's why took him to the ground and finished here there.
So with the victory, you're going to move on to the semi-finals of the Tipsport Game Changer tournament. You'll face Lewis Glismann, where you'll also be guaranteed €80,000. Sounds pretty good to me. How do you see that matchup going, and what do you make of Glismann as an opponent?
It was like at this how's it phase we are. Everyone is dangerous. Every opponent is dangerous. Every opponent has eliminated two other guys, right? So Glisman, yeah, he's dangerous like every other guys left. His base is grappling, I think, right? Grappling. He's mostly grappler. But I'm not scared of his grappling. I'm a very good grappler too. I'm like black belt many years now. I was doing very good at the European Championship in grappling. I'm a good grappler. I'm a good grappler. I have wrestling. I was in freestyle wrestling from young age, and for sure I'm way better than him in striking. So I have an advantage in this.
Do you foresee a stoppage? Do you think you're going to stop him?
Oh, if I see an opportunity, yeah, I'm gonna stop him. But you know, as I always say in my interview in MMA, you don't know how it's gonna go.
Hmm.
Sometimes you think get the TKO knockout and goes 3 rounds, and sometimes you expect it to go 3 rounds and you can't finish it or get finished, or it
Yeah.
stops in first round. In MMA, so many techniques, so many weapons. You don't know what's coming, so everything can happen.
And what do you make of the tournament style of things? Have you done anything like this before at all?
You mean like for Muhammad or what?
Like the tournament style, the game changer tournament. You got one fight after another. Is that something you've done before? Knockout kind of stages.
No, I done before. I was in eight guys at the eliminate match, but in the same night.
Yeah.
So fight like 3 times. I fought 2 times, and the at the finals the guy was so injured he couldn't go, so I won. It was for a belt. No, I didn't. I never did this, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting, and I see people are very excited about that also in Greece.
Yeah.
I can say it drew more attention than the UFC. Like for me,
Really back
people are very
home.
excited. Yeah, yeah.
And of course, the winner is going to get a big paycheck. Do you think about that at all? Is it adding a bit of extra motivation for your training and stuff like that?
Okay, okay, of course. Like whoever says he doesn't think about is lying. Okay, that's our job. At the end of the day, it's not a amateur championship like Olympic Games and stuff. We are going for the money, and we have families to feed. And of course, I wanna like prove everybody like I'm the best right now in the tournament, not win the whole tournament. But of course, I think about the money.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have a lot of good fighters not participate if the money wasn't good. So,
Yeah.
but just think about the money, brother.
So obviously, with as you know, when you're competing in the tournament, you're staying super active. You've got an opponent lined up straight after. Do you change up your training style at all? Is your preparation different just because you know that you're going to fight pretty shortly after you're done?
Look, I don't change it all, but I know sometimes like it depends on the other of the opponent. Okay, so the guy player have to like take care of your grappling defense or takedown defense. You change a little bit of the training, but it's mostly the same thing. Like you know.
Yeah, and 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 should
Uh,
and should you win the
yeah.
tournament, you'll be Octagon champion. Would you like to bring would you like to bring a show back to Greece?
Oh, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be very good.
Talk to me a little about the Greek MMA scene. I'm pretty uninitiated. I'm in Scotland, so I don't know so much. So could you talk to me a little about what's going on over there?
The last year is growing very much. More and more people start watching MMA. Back in the days, it was a kickboxing. It was the thing here. Like everybody like do kickboxing. But the last years, like with UFC, with me, with other athletes, like we promote it a lot, and people start watching, and now it's getting very big. Like it's gonna be. I think in 5 years, they're gonna be more athletes gonna compete in the organization around the Europe, in the UFC. I think maybe US.
Is there any prospects from Greece that we should be looking out for that you think that will be kind of making that breakthrough at some point?
Yeah, there are some guys like you're from Scotland, like my friend Yanis Bassar won in Cage Warrior. I don't know if you watch it. Like he won in Italy, actually in Italy, a guy from a UFC veteran. He won him with TKO. He's going very well. Another guy from Greece, Bernardo Sopai. He's now an all-star gym. He's training. Yannis Simeonidis, he was at my corner in this fight and the other fight, and he's going very well. He's 5-6-0 now. Maybe he's gonna sign with Oktagon also. There are a lot of guys from behind that are coming up, young guys also.
Brilliant. Love to see it. But in the other semi-finals, opposite you is going to be Bojan Velasquez and David Kozma. How do you see that fight going?
In a 3 round, I think Velasquez is gonna win. Yeah, because he's all he's all around. He's well rounded like me. Like he can strike, he can wrestle, he can grapple, he can do everything. And yeah, we know my Cosma is mostly like take you down, yeah, keep you there. Win by decision mostly. He has very good stamina. Yeah, he goes for. That's more difficult to to fight with the guy like him in a 5 round fight.
Yeah.
Then it goes distance and you get tired, and this guy don't stop. He's going front. It's very difficult. But I think in 3 rounds right now, I think Velasquez is gonna take it. But you never know. We said again, like the last fight they have, he rocked him very, very badly.
Mhm.
You saw the with a head kick. He rocked him very badly. He could finish this fight, but he couldn't, and then Cosmo won. But now I think he's ready. He's ready. What's coming? I think Velasquez is gonna go to the finals.
And is there one that you prefer to fight? Is out of the two?
I tell you the truth. I think like I talk a lot with Velasquez. He's a cool guy. Like yeah, it's okay. Like to fight him. Even then, I think Cosma is gonna be easier for me. But I think he's a cool guy. I would like to fight him. I've already told him, let's see each other. Like let's see each other in the finals. Yeah, he shake hands because he was in the same dressing room with me when I first fought Apollo in the first my
Hmm.
first match in Octagon. He was in the same event now, so we're talking a lot with him. So
Yeah.
very cool guy. I'm like respectful guy.
And looking a bit further forward, if all things go right, you get the Octagon title, you win the tournament. Are you looking to stick around a little bit, or you want to work back to the UFC?
I wouldn't mind stick around a little bit, and there's also take that belt. I would like to see what's next. I like Octagon. Octagon is a very nice organization. Actually, it's very nice. I didn't think about it, but when you fight there, it's very nice. It's very nice. Um, like the people are the all the events are full crowd. It's crazy. It's crazy. Great
Yeah.
show. It's very nice.
Yeah, they're putting on great shows, doing a lot of good for European MMA. Obviously it must have been difficult not still fighting in the UFC, but what's this transition been like to Octagon? Because they're still putting on big shows and stuff like that. So is there much of a difference for you?
No, actually, in UFC, I didn't fight. The only show I fought, like a big, like crowded place, it was in New York in Madison Square Garden against Pereira. The others was in studio, because of COVID and stuff,
Yeah.
in studio. So I didn't have like the opportunity to fight in that show. But okay, Madison Square Garden was crazy, like 22,000 people. Like, it was crazy, crazy. But we didn't take the way to the win. So, but it was crazy. I fought like back in the days. I fought like I fought with Vladimir Minev. He was a Russian, very good fighter. You know him if you actually Russian MMA. I fought like in 10,000 people in Moscow were the main event. Like I fought many times in big organizations. So it doesn't. You ask me if it stressed me out or what, or is
Is
like.
just what's it been like? Obviously, going from the UFC to Octagon. Have you enjoyed the
Oh, it's
process?
uh yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's not like it's similar. It's similar. It's a big show. Too much like people, everybody like. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, because a lot of people, once they're done with the UFC, they seem to struggle with not fighting in the UFC and being a part of it. But you seem to have settled in nicely with Octagon. They've got a great, so it's a really good growing promotion they've got there.
Course, of course, of course, of course. It's a very big promotion. It's growing very fast. It's gonna get only better because the fans support it. When you in every event you have a full crowd that stadiums, you're gonna go only up. They
Yeah,
also pay like pay-per-views. Like it's going great, and they're paying good. Like organization outside the UFC. So yeah, it's very nice.
yeah. So last one
Yeah,
from me. The next,
if you wanna like ask me about the UFC. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed because I didn't fight like it wasn't Andreas. I didn't show all my skills in UFC. Like my first fight, like if you see like Bukowski get some elbow down, like it was illegal. It was illegal. I shouldn't. I would get robbed there. They opened the door. Do you see that match?
the Bukowskis one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see that happen there?
Yeah, I can't really remember. A while ago, I've watched it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I want to stand up and they opened the door was open and I fell down. I fell inside and the referee stopped the fight. And then he has like 3 to 4 like legal. So I was robbed. Okay, leave that fight. The next fight was Vebular. Okay, the fight with Pereira I was going well. I was winning. I was winning the first round,
Mhm.
like in the books, before I get knocked out. Obviously, I was going there. Then the knee come and he knocked me out. But in the last fight at Rinat Fakhredinov, my last fight in UFC, I was too much stress.
Yeah,
I was too much stress that if I lose, I'm gonna leave UFC. So I didn't fight at all. Like I was seeing my match so much. I was giving him so much space. Like it wasn't addressed. That's what like get me a little crazy because I didn't show my skills.
yeah,
I didn't have show my skills if you ask me about the UFC and yeah, I want at some point to go there, to show like to win some match and show like how my real skills,
yeah. Because
And you see it here now in the Octagon. I'm not stressed that much, and you see everything's coming, and it's coming great,
yeah, because in hindsight, you look at your UFC run, your losses, they're against extremely high. You're almost a bit unlucky, really, with who you fought. They're, very. I rate them very much. So it almost feel like unfinished business. You didn't get to show. You maybe want another
Right.
chance to show them who you really are.
Yeah, right. Like you said, it's unfinished business. I really want to show them like who I really are. And even with those good fighters you're saying, like I have some chances. A second round like with Pereira, like the first, so I will win. I will win 2 rounds then.
Hmm.
And with the Renat, you know, if I was like good, like mentally good, I would win it for sure. I would win it. I did a lot of like I did a lot of mistakes because I was stressed. I was stressed. I was stressed that if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna leave UFC, and eventually, that stress make me leave. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but you
But
think you've
no, it's
learned from
everything.
that though? You think you've
Of
improved? You
course,
think
of
you've
course,
learned
of
from it?
course, of course, of course, of course. No, but like when you win, if you learn something, when you lose, you learn like double or triple. You know, the loss
Yeah.
makes you.
Yeah. So last one from me, the next year or so, if everything goes according to plan, no injuries, everything goes well, what ideally does it look like for you if you could plan it out?
You know, I tell you the truth. Right now, I have two very difficult fights. You know, I didn't plan at all. Like you get me now. I didn't plan. I didn't plan. I didn't think it.
Yeah.
Like you ask me something, I didn't think by myself. You know, I can't tell you because yeah, I won't fight for the belt. Like in Octagon, I would like to have the belt. Also, I would like to finish my business back there in UFC, and everything's like on my mind. But I put it aside. Everything I put it aside, and now I'm just focusing now on my two next fights. You know, so
Yeah.
I can't give you the answer. Sorry.
No,
I
perfect.
can't do.
Thank you so much,
I
man.
can. I didn't have it in my mind. Like it didn't. It's not clear in my mind, so I can't give it. So,
Yeah, it's difficult to think ahead when you're not done with what's in front of you. It's a big
yeah.
challenge in front of you. Perfect, man. Well, I really appreciate your time. Best of luck. I'm looking forward to the Octagon shows. They're brilliant to watch, and I'll be tuned in, man. So best of luck for you.
Thank you very much, brother, and thank you for having me again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All the best, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.